Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. David Adeleye, 6'4" tall, and he packs a lot into those 212 pounds. And he'll face Frank True Brit Bruno, 6'3", 225 pounds.
You want to get out of the way, because when you've got a brawler that's in your face that wants to walk through you like a truck, you've just got to use your speed, use that reach, use that height, and keep them off you, because if they get up close and personal, you're going to have no ribs left.
Here is Big D, David Adeleye, fighting out of the United Kingdom, and he packs a lot into those 212 pounds. True Brit, Frank Bruno, a unique and charismatic heavyweight fighting out of England.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from London, England, here is Big D, David Adeleye. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, a European champion and a heavyweight champion of the world, Frank Bruno.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Thank you, Todd. You know what? Outside, it's hot. Inside, it's roasting.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Good counter left hand there. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice punch. Fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You just got to hit me in the right spot.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Missed with that jab. That punch scores. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fighters can do that.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. I'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter. He is down big time on the score.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
There's the bell for round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Blocks the hook. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Right hand. They better start respecting each other's punching power. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That left counter was perfectly timed. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
So far, the offense has been better than the defense. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other. Because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Beautiful counter punch. He misses with that jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And he just misses with that jab. Left punch. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. That left scores. He misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. Every time you see him, take a big deep breath. Bang him down. It's so important now in this first minute of this next round.
Here we go in the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Good left counter that lands. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Still swinging with nothing left. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. A perfect counter lands. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush.
Adeleye rocked. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. And he misses with that jab. Counter punch. He gets out of the way of that left hand. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment.
Todd, we see much more, much better. We've been spoiled. I'm not being unfair. I'm not being unfair saying it's a little boring. It's not boring. We've probably just been spoiled.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Nice shot with the left. Oh, what a punch! This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That counter shot lands. Great counter right hand there. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And we enter the 8th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. Some Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And that jab just missed with the left hand.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Wait a minute, a left hand. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And there's the bell for round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Insane action. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. And he just missed with that left jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They score again with the left hand. Nice counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And here comes the 10th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. No rest for the weary. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Fantastic punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Bombs away. On the right. I think it's it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movements. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Can't land the jab there. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. So a majority decision, and you've got to wonder if we're going to see a rematch down the line.
I didn't think it was going to be that close. I really didn't. I thought this was a one-sided fight.